level, making it stronger and healthier. It also works at our physical well-being and our physical health. It makes it stronger. And very, very importantly at this time, it makes our immune system stronger. And right now, the reason for creating this program, like I said, was in this current situation, Dr. Sampoorna wanted to offer something so that anybody who's looking for support, and this is a perfect time to connect deeper within ourselves. She wanted to offer a program that anybody could take advantage of. She specifically wanted it to be available to anybody. And, we might, in this particular time, we might feel fearful or very doubtful, we don't know what's happening, or even some sort of emotion that you can't identify. So this is a place where you can come and support yourself, aid yourself, connect within. And the one thing to remember about these processes are the design of them are specifically designed to be simple. So the one trick the mind might play on you is, it will say, how can something so simple have any sort of effect? But just remember that it's the simplicity, the design of the system, which makes it so powerful. Okay? And the one other thing is time. In this particular situation, we don't have commute times and getting children ready. So this is the perfect opportunity to use these processes, these exercises, and grow, change, become healthier. But even then, if you find that you're having difficulty with time, these exercises are designed in such a way that you can actually incorporate them with other work. You can club them with other activities. So if you're talking with friends, watching the internet, cooking, cleaning, whatever, you can use these processes in conjunction with those activities. So there's no time restrictions. Okay? So I think with that, that's the brief introduction about the program. So we have a few minutes. In that time, Dr. Sampoorna will be conducting the session today. But for a couple of minutes, we can just all maybe just settle in, close your eyes, just relax. Relax your neck, your shoulders, your back. Just sit comfortably. Relax your hips, your knees, your ankles. And just settle in. Just become aware of your breath. Just be aware of your breath. And if you've been here before and you know this process, you can hold palm in palm, being aware of the contact between the two palms. Otherwise, if you're new, just be aware of your breath with your eyes closed. There's nothing more you have to do. If you find your mind is getting distracted, just gently bring it back to the process. And now you can all gently open your eyes and come back. Just gently open your eyes and come back. And I'll hand over to Sampoorna.
Thank you, Raj. I think we're a little early. We still have a minute to go before close, before we start. Yeah. So, hello everyone. There are people I know, people I don't know, and I'm really feeling really happy and overwhelmed being with all of you. And I even have both my brothers here, which is very special. Many of you have been regulars over the last 40 days, and we've all come together to grow from a crisis situation so that we can come out stronger, more resourceful. And in the last couple of months, there have been a lot of changes in our life, in the world, and our ways of living may never be the same again. It probably has to change. And if it's going to change in any case, why not change it for the better? I read somewhere that, for us to stay alive and not go extinct, the most important thing is adaptability. And that adaptability is what keeps the human species going. Many of the species that became extinct because they could not adapt as the world evolved, or they were too slow to adapt. So it's very important that we go with what's happening, go with the flow, learn to adapt, change, and keep that change. So let's do one thing. Let's just close our eyes. Let's all close our eyes. And just think, just stay, think of the challenge. Think of how whenever there's a challenge, we go through some change. And then after that challenge is over, we just come back to what we think of as normal. Supposing there was a health issue. During that period, we think, I'm going to change how I eat, I'm going to change how I live, my lifestyle. And the minute that's over, we just go back to our old ways. We temporarily adapt, then we go back to old ways without allowing that change to last in our lives. So here, over these 40 days, we learned to connect deeply with ourselves. We learned to get to know ourselves. And through that connection, we can adapt to a new world, to a new life, keeping all those changes that are for the highest, to stay with us and to last in our lives. To do that now, place your hand or hands on your heart in the center of your chest. And just feel your heart beat. Feel that connection. Your heart is always beating, pounding with life, as long as you're alive. Connect with that beat. Keep connecting with this, and it will guide you in the right direction. Anytime you have a doubt, place your hands on your heart, listen to your heart, and follow what it whispers to you. Take a deep breath and be present to the space, even though we are all physically in different places all around the world. We are together, emotionally connected, virtually connected. So be present to the space here where we are all together. And as you connect within to your heart, feel your connection with all the others on this call. When you connect within, you are connected to everyone around you. And with this connection, when we feel that connection, we would always want the highest good for everyone and everything. Because when we are connected, we hurt when someone else hurts. When we are not connected within, we lose contact with the love and compassion that's always present deep within us. Feel that connection strongly now, the deep connection with yourself and with all the energetic connection that's here in the space with everyone present here. In our fast-paced lifestyle, we had lost touch with everything, even with the earth that holds us. We were so busy with our distractions, we didn't even know we were harming ourselves by harming the earth. Today, they say that the hole in the ozone layer is closing, that the earth is healing. And if that is true, it is healing very quickly with us out of the way. What about instead of us having to be out of the way, we could be there present, healing ourselves as we help the earth heal. As each one of us heals ourselves, the entire planet heals. And all we have to do to heal ourselves is feel that connection within. Feel the connection to your own heart, to your heartbeat that's always alive as long as you're alive. Every crisis is really a call for us to listen. It's a reminder from the universal intelligence saying, hey, you're not listening. So just pay attention, listen. Let's pause now and listen to that heartbeat. Feeling that beat against the palm of your hand. Listening to it without trying to make any change. Whether it's fast, whether it's slow, whether it's loud, whether it's soft. It doesn't matter. It's beating. And you just be aware of it. The universal intelligence has tried to remind us several times, initially with gentle prodding. Just like when a mother is feeding a toddler and the toddler doesn't listen, doesn't eat. The mother plays with the child, cajoles, pleads, tries to trick the child into eating. The child is still distracted, doesn't come. Finally, the mother has to grab hold of the child and literally force feed it. Similarly, we may not have been listening for a long time. If we look back on any crisis, whether it's a personal crisis, a health issue, relationship, or a global pandemic like this one, there would have always been gentler signs, cues telling us not to do this or to do that. We would have had many signals, many messages. with all the distractions of the world, we miss them all. And that's when the universal consciousness has to create something drastic to make us pause. We were so outward focused. The universe had to provide us with a way to pause and get to know ourselves, to listen to our own heartbeat, to become aware of our own breath, to become aware of our own sensations. So let's spend a few more moments in listening. Move your hands from your heart to holding your palms together, the two hands together. For those of you who have been regular, you know the palm in palm exercise. For those of you who are new, just place your palms together like this. And as you hold them together, just be aware of that contact. The sensations that arise and that you notice through that contact. Just be aware of that. And allow that to take you to a deeper space. Stay with that, with the contact between your palms. And think about change. When we think about change, the process may seem tough. And that's what change is about. Even if we want to change, a part of us holds back, wants to remain where it was. But we can take this opportunity now to look at recreating our lives with the change that we want. As you notice the contact between your palms, notice how that sensation, those sensations there, keep changing. Nothing is static. There's always a change. If you go back to your heartbeat, placing your hands back on your heart, not on your physical heart, just the center of your chest. You can feel the beat changing, arising, passing, all the time changing. That's what life is about. So let's think of 3 things that you can change now, that you can retain for yourself, even after this lockdown is over and things come back to what seems normal. 3 changes that will get you closer to who you are, to make your life better, for the highest good of the earth, for the universe. One of the changes I made during the water crisis was to save my bath water and use it for flushing. After the crisis was over, I continue to do that. I'm retaining that change. A big change from this lockdown that I'm going to continue to keep is that I've brought in 4 hours of meditation every day versus 1 or 2 hours. I'm very pleased with this change and I'm going to retain this. It could be something big, it could be small. It could be a small technique that you've learned that you want to bring into your daily life. Think of 3 things. If you can't think of 3, think of 2 or think of 1 and make a decision now to retain that change, to hold it in your life. Bring that decision into your life. Use the insertion method that you learned. Do that right now. Insert this thought that you're bringing that change, which you can create for your highest good, into your life. And if you don't know this method, all you're doing is thinking of that thought, inserting it as a decision into your thinking, and see how nice it will be for yourself and for the world to bring that change in. To heal ourselves, to heal the world. I'm going to now lead you through a Buddhist meditation called the Tonglen. So I'd like you to stay with your eyes closed and imagine a huge ball of golden light above your head. And imagine this light flooding into you. It fills you up fully. Your entire body, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, is filled with this golden light. It's a light of healing, of compassion, of love. Feel this light inside of you. Be aware of this light inside of you. And with all this light inside of you, see in front of you another you, yourself, feeling doubt, distrust, fear, anything at all that's not for your highest good. See that you're there with all that. And as you see yourself there, as you breathe in and breathe out, keep breathing in and breathing out this golden light to that you in front of you. Breathing in light, breathing out light into that other you. And as you do that, all that darkness in that other you is getting transformed to light. All those doubts, all that fear, which was like a dark cloud around that other you, gets transformed to light. Breathing in light, breathing out light, until that other you is as filled with light as you are. And when that you is filled with light, there's a circle of light from its heart to your heart. Breathing in, breathing out, more and more light. And this light multiplies inside of you. And now with all that light inside of you, think of the people in this world who have been affected by this virus. See them with all their darkness as a dark cloud around them. And with all this light around you, inside you and around you, breathe in and breathe out light to them.
My heart is full of compassion. My heart
Breathing,
full of
light,
passion.
breathing in, breathing out.
Full of
Light is a
compassion.
light of compassion,
It's full
of
of
love,
compassion.
of trust.
I feel compassion. I feel compassion.
You're all transformed.
Radiate,
All the darkness transformed to light.
radiate, compassion, compassion.
And now feel the compassion spreading to this whole group. There's more and more light inside of you. There are circles of light from you and others. And all that compassion, that love, is now spreading to this entire group.
Compassion.
Feel all of us held together in compassion, in love.
Radiate
And let's spread that compassion, that love
of
to the whole world,
my world,
to all the people who are afflicted,
my world,
and to others,
compassion.
to our families,
One of
to
compassion.
one another,
I am compassion.
to the entire world. Feel that compassion going out.
I am compassion. Compassion. My heart is full of 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 compassion. I feel compassion. I feel compassion. I radiate compassion. I radiate compassion. Compassion. My family is full of compassion. My friends radiate compassion. My family is full of compassion. My friends radiate compassion. My world is one of 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 compassion. I am compassion. I am compassion. I am compassion. I am compassion. Compassion.
And you can all open your eyes and say aloud once, I am compassion. I am compassion. Swati, you can unmute everybody.
I am compassion.
compassion.
Compassionate.
I'm compassion.
I am compassion.
I am
I am
compassion.
compassion. I am
I am compassionate.
I am
I am
compassion.
compassion.
I am
Compassion.
compassion.
I am compassion.
I am compassion.
Compassion.
You can open your eyes and you can come back. And thank you all for being here. It's been beautiful having you all around. And I think I'll now hand over to Raj. One thing we were very clear was when we were starting this program, I said I'm not making this into a marketing program. It's not giving a free session to get people. We really want to do something to create some change for people to overcome this crisis and to come out stronger, to come out more resourceful. And I hope from the bottom of my heart that this has happened for you. And I really, really want to acknowledge and thank the 3 team members, Raj, Ashish, and Swati, for so selflessly being present for 40 days, 41 days, just giving up themselves. So, big thank you to them. And a big thank you to all of you who are present today and who've been regular in your work here. Handing over to Raj, we have 2 minutes and then it's going to cut off.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sampoorna. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I think from everybody. And it's been a fantastic experience. Okay, sorry. So quick announcements. We have very little time. We're planning a reunion in about a week to 10 days. So keep your eye open on the groups. I will let you know about that. And thank you all again so much for joining. And Swati and Ashish, thank you so much.
You can have your videos on so we can see.
Yes, please have your videos on. And the WhatsApp group, as usual, is just for announcements. Our Facebook and Instagram links are there. Just click on them and subscribe. And for any membership information about our programs, if you want to go deeper into all of the work that we're doing, we have a new initiative with 365 days, 365 new processes. So if you want to know about that, please message any one of us. And the Rathna Center number 151 is your main contact for knowing about the updates. If you want to know about products and about the joining the sessions, please contact myself, Swati, Ashish, and both of you. Maybe you'd just like to say something quickly in the last minute.
I would like to thank everyone for being here, and thank you to Sampoorna for trusting us and providing us the hand-holding us actually in making sure that we are able to do this for the 41 days. Thank you so much, Sampoorna.
Thank you, Sampoorna Akka. Thank you, Raj, Ashish, and everyone here. So we have
I also want to thank Sanjana and Nandini.
Yes.
For all the support from behind and also for the support in the beginning. Yes.
Hi guys. Nice to
Thank you,
see you.
everyone.